Hello everyone, I am Jaden. In this video, we'll explore what happened to games that were once hugely successful but remained exclusive to the PS3 and Xbox 360, and why no sequels were released. Enjoy the video. The realistic and immersive racing game we used to play at internet cafes. Released in 2010 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The game is an arcade-style racing game featuring car battles, developed by Bizarre Creations and published by Activision in North America and Europe. The game featured a racing style that combined real-world cars and environments with arcade-style controls and vehicle combat. Blur was shut down by Activision on February 18, 2011. The primary reason for shutting down Blur's PS3 servers was that the game's real-world vehicle licenses had expired and could not be renewed following the closure of the developer studio, Bizarre Creations. Activision removed the game from digital platforms and shut down the online infrastructure due to support and licensing issues. In fact, Activision knew the game could easily have become a series. That's why they had started working on Blur 2. But after sales of James Bond Bloodstone flopped and Bizarre Creations closed, all ongoing work was cancelled, and the project has been shelved indefinitely for now. I suppose Bizarre staff were resigned to other Activision projects. Some players also claim that Activision abandoned Blur to focus on the Call of Duty series. Army of Two. This third-person shooter where you team up with a friend or sibling to form an amazing duo, was developed by Montreal and released on March 6, 2008. Featuring a cooperative gameplay style, the game requires you to work together as a team to achieve objectives and eliminate enemies. If you don't have a friend or prefer to play solo, you'll play alongside the game's AI, which was quite advanced for its time. Killzone 2 is a 2009 first-person shooter video game developed by Guerrilla Games and published by Sony Corporation for the PlayStation 3. It is the second main game in the Killzone series, following the 2004 release of Killzone. Like its predecessor, Killzone 2 is set in the 24th century and focuses on the war between two human factions, the Vectans and the Hellcast. The game takes place 2 years after the events of Killzone and follows the main protagonist Thomas Shevchenko and his unit as they fight the Hellcast. While the Vectans are invading Helgen, Captain Colonel Jean Templar, the hero of Killzone and Killzone Liberation, returns in a supporting role alongside Rico Velasquez. Killzone 2 is played from a first-person perspective and allows the player to use a variety of weapons. The game was released worldwide in February 2009. Killzone 2 was met with great anticipation prior to its release. It received widespread acclaim from both critics and fans and was praised as a superior game compared to the original Killzone. While the game's visuals, action, multiplayer modes, music and atmosphere were praised, its story was criticized. The game's critical and commercial success led to the release of its sequel, Killzone 3, in February 2011. Socom 4, known as Socom Special Force. This game is a tactical third-person shooter video game developed by Zipper Interactive and published by Sony Corporation for the PlayStation 3 in 2011. It is the sequel to Socom Uz Navy Seals, combined assault and the final game in the Socom Uz Navy Seals series. Online multiplayer servers, along with Socom Uz Navy Seals confrontation servers, were shut down on January 28, 2014. The game's story: the game is set on a specified location in Malaysia. NATO Operations Commander Colin Gray arrives at our NATO Operation Command Center at the request of Regional Commander James Gorman. A rebel group calling itself Naga has taken up arms against the country's government and hijacked ships belonging to Clawhammer Security, the private military company featured in the previous Socom game. Fireteam Bravo 2 The Nega rebels have seized weapons and supplies, and Clawhammer has decided to withdraw from the region to avoid further losses. The capabilities of NATO forces operating in the area. Grey, under constant attack by the Nega, comes under the command of Eric Schweitzer and Diane Wills. This duo are members of the US Navy SEALs or other NATO Special Force units, depending on the game version, and have taken on the mission of assisting NATO in identifying and eliminating the rebel threat and neutralizing their leaders. Well, that's enough nostalgia for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know in the comments if there's a game you'd like me to cover. See you in the next video.